So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
The incredibly futuristic has a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Fired deep towards the back post. Aguilar promptly onto that, and that is that. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I think we have another one here who's a member of the Catalan school of...
Fermin! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Nouri. Scamacca. Oh, well played. And that was very necessary. Politano. Well, played right into his path. And he's picked it up out wide. He's got away. And that could well leave a mark. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Good ball. Great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Aktakolu. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Cash. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's worked it through.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Aktakolu. He is just caressing the ball. He's gone for goal. Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, at least that improves their tally when it comes to shots on goal, but they have to start doing a lot better.
No goals as yet. That's a good run down the left.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Barrero. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can they get him away? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Tova. Tries to pass it through. Tova is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Politano. Scamacca. And he's intervened well there. Gradit. Oh, that's well spotted. Bernal. Can he spark a counter here? Well, that looks a decent ball. Jurgensen gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Aktakolu. And Barrero. That's really well manoeuvred. Cash calmly anticipates. Passing is crisp and sharp. Out towards the flank. Now it's Politano. In towards the back stick. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
No, that's been intercepted.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And here's Thauvin. Aguilar gets into a good position. Big header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Now this could be a chance. Aguilar has it out wide and in space. Hoist it. There's the header! Oh, crossbar! So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Brilliantly cut out. And the pass is intercepted. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. It's not an especially good pass, that. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Not the most convincing of passes. Cash. Politano. Cash.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
And he's had a hit! Just off target.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
And there's the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we're underway again.
AZ are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And it's Thauvin. Gradit. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Politano. Well, that pass isn't the best. Gradit. Antonio Silva kept his eye on it, and he's there. Cash. And Antonio Silva played out to the left flank. Now he's off and running.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Climbs up big! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Now he's got space here. The most accurate pass. Bernal. Thauvin played out to the right. Gerson And this is Tovan. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Aktokolu receives it in a wide position. Oh, what a climb! Another header, but again the same outcome.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
Pinches it off him.
That's alert and sharp and very well played. That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
That'll be a throw. Aguilar puts them all in. Can he get on the end of this? It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And it's Lopez.
44.785 espectadores.
And he was quick to react. Keeper's got good distance on that. And here's Tovan. Spread it left. Oh, Red, nice interception. Gerson. And here's Tovan. Looking to play. Shot, surely! And another try! Oh, taken with style! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Firmin really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
21 minutos do segundo tempo pelo jogador, camisa 8. Substituição.
Lille can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
AZ have fired themselves in front.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Cross flung in towards the middle. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Lille really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, this looks sharp. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking for options for movement. That looks a good ball through. Oh, that's fabulous. Shoots! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Substituição no time do AZ.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Diouf. And the counter is on. AZ are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Driving on and making good progress. Shot a goal! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. They were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
AZ are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Substituição no time do AZ.
Lille with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. AZ are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. He's on it, can he get away? That's the keeper's ball. That's a sharp pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, a delicate chip through. That's good vision. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Nicely shaped ball. Can he finish? Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
AZ are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A case now of complete control.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Played into the middle.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de
Who's got the
acréscimo.
final touch there? Goal kick's been given. There will be 4 extra minutes. Bakasetas. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Now it's Gazal. Now that's well seen too. Oh no, this does not look good. That'll be a throw-in. And it's Diouf. And that's it. Well, that was a tale of 2 very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Fermin picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.